80% of people alive today have never seen that. Not because they're blind or not because they live underground, just because of where they were born. Since the 1920s, we have not just built cities, we have deleted the night. And I know what you're thinking. Okay, so I can't see stars, big deal. But here is where it stops being about stars. There is a multi-trillion-dollar reason why powerful corporations, city planners, and tech companies need you to never be in complete darkness. Because the moment you fall asleep, truly, deeply, completely asleep, you stop spending money, you stop clicking ads, you stop scrolling feeds, and you stop being useful to the economy. Sleep is the only thing standing between corporations and 100% of your time. Welcome to the Hype Hunt. Today we are hunting the sleep theft economy, how the war on darkness is finessing your brain, your health, and your wallet. For almost all of human history, the sun was the boss. When it went down, life slowed down. You ate, you talked, and you slept. Not because you were lazy, because your biology gave you no other option. Darkness triggered your brain to release a hormone called melatonin. Melatonin is basically your body's way of saying, okay, day is done, time to repair, time to reboot, time to sleep. And for thousands of years, that system worked perfectly. Humans slept an average of 9 to 10 hours per night. Then in 1879, Thomas Edison invented the light bulb, and everything changed. At first, it was just convenience. Stay up a little later, read a little longer, no big deal. But then came the 1980s, and the global economy went fully, completely, aggressively 24/7. And here is the moment everything shifted. Someone in a boardroom at some massive corporation had a realization. If people are asleep, they are not consuming. That one thought, that one cold, calculated observation changed how the entire modern world was designed. Cities got brighter, stores stayed open later, screens got more addictive, and sleep quietly got rebranded from a biological necessity to a productivity problem. You've heard the phrases, "I'll sleep when I'm dead," "rise and grind," "sleep is for the weak." Those phrases did not come from nowhere. They were culturally engineered to make you feel guilty for doing the one thing your body absolutely needs to survive. And then came the attention economy. Here is how it works in plain English. Every hour you are awake, you are a target. Every hour you spend lying in bed staring at your phone, someone is making money off your eyeballs. The ads you see, the feeds you scroll, the food you order at 2 a.m. because an algorithm knew you were awake and hungry, every single one of those moments is a corporation monetizing the hours that used to belong to your sleep. Sleep is not just rest. Sleep is resistance. It is the only state of being where you are completely unavailable to the machine, and the machine has been working very hard to take it from you. Okay, let's talk about what artificial light is actually doing inside your body, because this is where it stops being a theory and starts being a medical emergency. Your body runs on something called a circadian rhythm. Simple version, it is your internal 24-hour clock. It tells your body when to be awake, when to digest food, when to repair damaged cells, when to sleep. And the number one signal that controls this clock? These cells send one message to your brain. Light equals daytime, stay awake. Darkness equals nighttime, start shutting down. When darkness hits, your brain releases melatonin, and your body begins its nightly repair cycle. Cell damage gets fixed. Your immune system gets stronger. Your brain flushes out toxic waste products that build up during the day. This repair cycle only happens in darkness. It cannot happen in light. So what happens when you live in a city where it is never truly dark? Where streetlights pour orange light through your curtains all night? Where your phone screen blasts blue light into your eyes at midnight? Where the sky outside never goes below a dull gray glow? Your brain gets confused. It thinks it is permanently daytime. It stops releasing melatonin properly. Your repair cycle gets cut short every single night. And the health consequences are not small. Studies have linked chronic light pollution exposure to increased risk of breast cancer and prostate cancer, higher rates of heart disease, increased obesity and type 2 diabetes, severe depression and anxiety. This is not fringe science. This is peer-reviewed research published in journals like the American Medical Association. Some cities, like Singapore, are now so bright that the human eye never experiences true darkness at all. Scientists have a name for what their population is experiencing: permanent biological jet lag. Imagine feeling like you just flew from New York to Tokyo every single day of your life without ever getting on a plane. That is what millions of city dwellers are experiencing right now, without knowing it, without choosing it, without being asked. Here is where the story gets really interesting, because while the working class is stuck under harsh LED streetlights, sleeping badly, getting sick, burning out, the ultra-rich have figured something out. Darkness is the new gold, and they are buying it. Welcome to the world of dark sky tourism. This is a real, booming, rapidly growing industry built entirely around one product, a dark sky. Wealthy people, are now paying $500 a night or more to sleep in specially designed eco-pods in the middle of remote deserts and mountains. Places like the Atacama Desert in Chile, the Sahara in Morocco, the Scottish Highlands, the dark sky reserves of New Zealand. These locations are marketed specifically on the fact that they have no light pollution. You go there, you sleep in total darkness, you wake up actually rested for the first time in years, and you pay a premium for what used to be completely free, for what your great-grandparents had every single night just by going to sleep. But it is not just tourism. The smart blackout blind market is now worth billions. High-end sleep clinics charge thousands for darkness therapy. Luxury hotels advertise sleep suites engineered for complete light elimination. Melatonin supplements, a hormone your body used to make naturally, are now a $900 million per year industry in the US alone. Think about that. We destroyed the conditions that allowed your body to produce a hormone naturally, and then sold you the hormone in pill form. The working class sleeps under cheap LED streetlights designed for maximum brightness at minimum cost, with zero consideration for human biology. The wealthy retreat to curated darkness, engineered, protected, and increasingly expensive. Sleep quality, like clean air, clean water, and safe food, is quietly becoming something only certain people can afford. Darkness used to be free. Now it has a price tag. And the people who cannot afford it are paying for it anyway, just in a different currency. Their health, their focus, their years. But this story is not just about humans. Because when we deleted the night, we did not just steal from ourselves. We stole from every living thing on this planet. 69% of all mammals are nocturnal. They evolved over millions of years to live, hunt, eat, and reproduce in darkness. Owls, bats, foxes, deer, moths. Entire ecosystems built around the absence of light. And we turn the lights on. Baby sea turtles hatch on beaches at night. They are born knowing one thing instinctively: crawl toward the brightest light on the horizon. For millions of years, that light was the moon reflecting off the ocean. Now, on developed beaches, the brightest light is a hotel, a parking lot, a street light, and the turtles crawl toward it, away from the ocean, into traffic, into heat, into death. Millions of baby sea turtles, every year, killed by misdirection, because we cannot turn off our lights at night. So why don't we just turn them off? Here is the uncomfortable answer. Artificial light at night is a psychological tool. Bright streets make people feel safe. Safe people go outside. Outside people spend money. Cities are not lit for your biology. Cities are lit for your wallet. The light keeps you moving. The light keeps you spending. The light keeps you in the economy, even at hours when your body is screaming at you to stop. Turning the lights off means losing customers, losing foot traffic, losing revenue. So the lights stay on, the turtles keep dying, the ecosystems keep collapsing, and we call it progress. The next time you look at a glowing city skyline, don't just see progress. See the stolen hours. Every orange glow is melatonin your body never made. Every bright screen at midnight is a repair cycle that never happened. Every sleepless night is an hour that belonged to you, quietly taken and sold back to you in the form of coffee, supplements, and sleep clinics. They did not just invent the light, they deleted the only time of day when you truly belong to yourself. So tonight, turn off the screens an hour early, close the blinds, let it get dark. Not because it's trendy, because it's yours. The hunt for the truth never sleeps. But maybe, finally, you should. Follow the Hype Hunt for more deep dives into the systems quietly running your life. See you in the next one.